Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to or back to my channel. Thank you for being here. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Angel. Did I say that? I'm not too sure. I'm going to say it again anyway. And as you can see from the box that's in view here, we're going to be doing one of hopefully very few walkthroughs this year of the Fifth Spirit Tarot. So I've mentioned that it's going to be hopefully one of very few, because my plan for 2023, if you've seen my video for my practice in 2023, is to deep dive with the decks I already have. I'm not going to mention the depth word because I don't want to do that. So yes, my plan is to deep dive into the decks that I already have in my collection. The Fifth Spirit Tarot was a Christmas present, so I thought I'd do a walkthrough here today on the channel. There's a couple more walkthroughs coming up from some decks I got for Christmas, so watch out for those. This is the mass market version. I do believe it was an indie deck originally. This is the Fifth Spirit Tarot by Charlie Claire Burgess. Hay House. It's a Hay House deck. Two-part box. It's got some really pretty details on the side here. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. The inside and both covers are really pretty. Got some really pretty illustrations as well. Hope you can read that and see that. So I've already taken the cards out to be more efficient. I do like to try and be efficient. Doesn't always work. Okay, so we're going to get straight into the guidebook. It's a dinky guidebook that fits in the box. I really like that. I'm not a big fan of these really big guidebooks, I have to say. So Fifth Spirit is dedicated to the queers, the outsiders, the survivors, and everyone making magic from the margins. Love that. We've got a contents page. We've got a bit of an explanation about tarot, what it's about. And a note on gender and inclusivity. Inclusivity, that wasn't an easy word to say this early in the morning. Reversals. Queering your tarot practice. Scrap the masculine and feminine duality. Interesting. Okay, then we've got a few more excuse me, a few more pages there with information. We've got some tarot spreads. Beyond binary spread. Everyone's a little queer spread. Love that. 5 spirit spread. Okay, and then we go into the cards. Okay, so we've got Major Arcana, a short description on the Minor Arcana, and then we have a full page for the Majors. Let's see if we've got the same for the what's it called? The Minors. Sorry. Oh my goodness, my words today, honestly, terrible. We've got the same for the Minors and the Majors. No colour thumbnails. I'm totally fine with that. I usually have my card here if I'm looking at the guidebook, so I can see exactly what it says on or what it shows on the card. Apologies if you can hear my kitty cat. She's got the zoomies. She's running around like a crazy kitty. So yeah, that is the guidebook. Let's see if we've got anything else at the back. Got some illustrations that match the box. A little bit about the creator. Some acknowledgements. Yeah, and that's about that. I'll tell you what we forgot to do. We forgot to read the back of the box. Should we go back and do that? Let's do that. Let's do it before we start on the cards. Okay, Tarot Beyond Binaries. The tarot thrives in luminil. I shouldn't have read this box. The tarot thrives in liminality and nuance. I'm going to put my teeth back in. The more we work with tarot, the more we realise that everything is fluid. Gender, meaning, even time. We're all creatures of earth, air, fire and water, bound together by the fifth element, spirit. This deck expands notions of gender through the juxtaposition of traditional titles and queered imagery. It encourages you to queer your practice by listening to your intuition, your personal symbolism and your own lived wisdom. Now that's queer. If you've never seen a video by me, just to let you know, I am from the UK originally, but I've been living in a different country, and it's a non-English speaking country, and Gordon Bennett does my English I want to say suck, because I don't use it every day. Anywho, just in case you're wondering why my English is so terrible. Okay, so we're moving on to the cards. We're on to the Fool card, and I really like this. They've already stepped off the cliff, and I also really like it. It looks to me like a little dog in their backpack. I really like that too. And that's a really good and interesting take on the Fool. These are the backs, by the way. I got waylaid by my explaining my English, or my lack of English. Nice backs, reversible. I don't read reversals personally, but you know, I'm liking this. Let's make sure we get the cards the right way. Okay, the Magician. So we've got all the tools, all the symbols. I like this white space around the image as well, and I even like the borders. I'm not usually a border kind of person, but I think that's really nice. Okay, now they're both playing. I'm sure you can hear the ruckus going on. I do promise you, they're only kitty cats. They're not lions. Just the sound they're making, they sound like, you know, they're quite big and aggressive, but they're not. Okay, the High Priestess. Loving this snake tattoo. That's beautiful. We've definitely got all the symbols. The pillars, the moon, the water, the moon phases. This is interesting, the box that she's holding with the key, with this hidden knowledge or hidden secrets. The Empress. Really appreciate that it's not a pregnant person. I love that. And I love this. What's this called? Sickle. Is this called a sickle? That's really interesting. The Emperor. The Hierophant. Do I need to lift these to the camera, do we think? I like that Hierophant, and that's really cool. Okay, the Lovers. The Chariot. That's cool. Strength. If you can hear me slurping, I'm drinking coffee, in case you're wondering. The Hermit. That's lovely. Wheel of Fortune. Now, I've already taken a look through these cards once. And you know, some decks you can look at and you don't feel any kind of connection with straight away. And this deck, I felt a connection with it straight away. So it's going to be, I'm looking forward to working with this one, I have to say. I think I've probably said that about all the decks I bring into my collection. But it's true. I really like this Hanged one. This suspension. But it's almost like they're underwater. Like in a tank, but they're not in a tank. It's a really interesting take, I think. Death. I love this. Love this Death card. The Death card is my card of the year, so I'm totally looking forward to working with that. Temperance. The Devil. Loving this with the puppets. The Tower. I love me a good Tower card, and I love this. I had trouble seeing this initially when I first looked at the card, but this person, it looks like they're sitting in front of the burning building, just watching it burn. I love that. I love that take on it. It's almost acceptance. Acceptance that this needs to happen. I love that. The Star. The Moon. Get a hermit vibe there, but it's probably the cloaked figure. It's beautiful. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Sorry, just to mention, I didn't mention before, there's all the symbols in the card, which is really good. The astrological symbols and I think they show up on the elemental symbols as well, show up in all the cards. I didn't mention that previously, sorry. That's worth noting. That's really great. Okay, we're on to the wand suit, the Ace of Wands. The 2. I like this. The 3. The 4. It feels a little bit pippish, but not. And yeah, I really like it. This is only my second time looking through these cards, but I really, really like the cards. This is the 5 with the conflict and possibly upset, confusion. 6 of Wands. Love this. The 7 of Wands. The 8. The 9 of Wands. The 10. I really like it. Okay, we're on to the Page of Wands. Excuse me. The Knight. Love it, we've got the movement going on with the Knight. The Queen of Wands. Look how cool that is. Loving that. Hoping that's picking up on the... Love that. And the King. So very traditional titles for the court cards. Okay, we're on to the Ace of Cups. The 2 of Cups. The 3. Four. 5. And 6. The 7. I love this. It feels like a cabinet of curiosities, doesn't it? And I really like this take as well, actually, on the 6 of Cups. Okay, the 8 of Cups. I'm really, really liking it. I'm not saying much, but I really, really like it. The 10 of Cups. The Page. The Knight of Cups. That's the card I look for, the Knight of Cups. Love that movement. The Queen of Cups. A little bit of, looks like divination going on here. We like that. The King of Cups. Okay, on to the swords. Excuse me, the Ace of Swords. The 2. The 3. The 4 of Swords. The 5. The 6. The 7. That's a really interesting card. I like that. I'm a bit of a magpie myself. I do like shiny, sparkly things. the 8, the 9, the 10, okay, on to the court cards, we're on to the Page of Swords, also a card I look for in tarot decks. Sorry, my kitty cat's having a play fight, just making sure that there's nobody being hurt in the process. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Sorry, the Knight of Swords, also a card I look for. This is my significator card. Sorry if you can hear them in the background, having a good old game. The Queen of Swords, I like this. This is a slightly older queen. The King of Swords. Okay, then we're finally on to the Pentacle suit, the Ace of Pentacles. The 2. The 3. The 4, I love this. 5. 6. 7. 8. The 9 of Pentacles, I love this. The 9 and the 10 are usually cards I also look for in a tarot deck. We're on to the excuse me, the court card. We've got the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and finally the King. I get a bit of a Willy Wonka vibe from this. It must be the green coat. Does Willy Wonka have a green coat? Maybe not, maybe it's a purple coat. Anyway, anywho, it's irrelevant. I really, really like it. I know I was quite quiet for this walkthrough. I've watched the previous walkthroughs I've done and I feel like I talk too much when I'm showing the cards. So I tried to be a bit, quieter this time. Really, really like it. I love the space around the cards. As I mentioned, I don't tend to like, or not tend to like, but some of the cards feel a bit pippish. But they're not. Although first view of the card might, they feel a bit pippish. That they've got all that you need to get the intuitive hits. I feel. I really like it. I really, really like it. I'm so looking forward to working with it. I think this is going to be probably a February deck. I've already got my decks that I'm working for in January, and I plan to stick to those so that they get a month, a chance to be worked with properly. But I'm definitely feeling this is going to be a February deck. But that doesn't mean that we can't, shuffle the deck and, pull a card now and look at the guidebook, because that's what we're here for, let's be honest. The cardstock is really nice. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. I'm terrible at cardstock. I'm terrible, sorry. But I can tell you that it's not too shiny. It's very nice, shuffles nicely. I've got no complaints about it. I really haven't. Oh, hello. Oh, the 10 of Pentacles. Can we take that as a jumper? Let's. Because, that is a special card to me. And this is very interesting. This is my card of the month, the Chariot. So that's very interesting. Let's do this. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles. Can you hear my kitty cat? Now he wants to talk to me. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. Let's look at the guidebook. take a sip of your beverage if you've got one. Okay, excuse me. The Ten of Pentacles, the seed you planted in the Ace and nurtured for so long has grown into a mature and deep-rooted thing. When this card appears, it recognises accumulation of something you've been working toward, whether a creative project, career, relationship, or otherwise. This has staying power. If you tend to it with care and loyalty, this house can stand for a long time. In a wider sense, this card is about lineage and legacy, referencing familial or cultural roots, how you are honouring them and how you are being a good ancestor to future generations. It references anything you're a part of that is larger than you, including traditions, institutions and schools of thought, and communities, collectives and the earth itself. Prosperity isn't just individual, it comes from the responsible conservationship of personal, communal and ecological resources. Each of us is interconnected, hooked into an ecosystem with countless others, living and dead and yet to come. This card reminds us to work towards a sustainable and plentiful existence together. Wow. That little guidebook packed a punch, didn't it? I do like that. This looks so promising. I'm so looking forward to diving into this one. What do we think about some pairings? Should we do it? Should we try some? Let's give it another shuffle, because the shuffle, I didn't shuffle it particularly very much. Usually when I'm going through the decks on a walkthrough, I kind of get, you know, a really quite of a strong, what's the word? Draw to certain decks in my collection. I didn't get so many, you know, strong intuitive draws, I've got to say, or flashes of inspiration. But I'm going to grab 2 decks in any case that kind of sprung to mind straight away when I was looking through this one. I'll get one more shuffle. What are we thinking? What do you think? Do you like this deck? Do you have the indie version maybe? Or maybe you're thinking of purchasing this one. I'm really glad I did. Right, let's take a looky. Okay, so I dashed off and I grabbed 3 oracles, which I would wonder might go with them, with this deck, sorry. The first deck is this one. I call it the Gorgonzola Tarot. It's not called that. It's not called the Gorgonzola or anything, and it's not a tarot. I use it as an oracle deck. I think this is actually called the Morgan's Tarot. I think it's the Morgan's Tarot, but don't quote me on that. I'm going to put the name here somewhere if I've said it incorrectly. But I just call it the Gorgonzola Tarot. Anyway, anywho, I kind of get a vibe these two are going to work together, but don't quote me on that. Haven't tried it, haven't tested it. You know the deal. I just tend to, you know, get a feeling and go with it. So fingers crossed, fingers and toes crossed now, party people. Okay, so let's have a looky here. So somewhere there is an energy leak. 9 of Wands. 10 of Cups, and there I was surrounded. 8 of Wands. I think I'll make a Buddha. I'm just going to say that the Morgan's Tarot, I'm sure it's called that, is a bit, you know, out there. It's way out there. But it does make an interesting addition to the layers of the message in my readings. The World and Weight. Queen of Pentacles, stop. The Empress, keep up the good work. Seven of Wands, I come from a different planet. You see, it's like totally crazy. Let's take 2 more. Ace of Wands, tee-hee, ha-ha. And finally, 7 of Swords. Try to relax. Might need more work, that one. It is a really interesting, it is, I'm going to say marketed as a tarot deck, but as mentioned, I do tend to use that one as an oracle deck. Okay, the Everyday Witch Oracle. I don't know why, I just got a vibe that it's going to work. So let's have a looky. We're going to move that one away. Okay, so the 8 of Swords with Joy and Delight. the Knight of Cups, Tears of Joy and Sadness. That's interesting, they're both holding the cup. I don't think I've even worked with the Everyday Witch Oracle, if I'm honest. I got it right at the beginning of my journey, and I think I maybe did like one reading with it, and since then I haven't even used it. Page of Cups, cleansing body and spirit. Knight of Pentacles, water magic. I do have the Everyday Witch Tarot, the mini version, and I really enjoy that deck. But I don't tend to use them together, the Everyday Witch Oracle and the Everyday Witch Tarot. I find it to be like an overload of like witchiness, or specifically this kind of witchiness. So yeah, I don't know, this is kind of a forgotten gem in my collection, I would say. So it might be time to come out and work with this one, because this is looking quite interesting, I think. Speak your mind, Two of Wands. The Lovers, meditation for creativity. I think there's something here, you know. Justice, affirmation for acceptance, fate. I think there might be something here. What are we thinking? Pop your thoughts in the comment section. King of Cups, listening to wisdom. Let's take two more. The Ace of Cups, healing waters. This cup overflowing, and this cup overflowing, and even the river or the waterfall. And finally, last but not least, the Moon, meditation to dig deep. Oh, I say. I'm thinking yes. This person could be, you know, in meditation, looking at the moon. And if the moon's not about, you know, mystery and maybe shadow work, depending how you read the card, that's very interesting. I like it. I think so. Sorry, I said last one. Last one now then. Nine of Cups and imagine and envision. Yes. Yes. I think it's time for this one to come out to play. Excellent. I like it when a plan comes together. Okay, and finally, this is a new deck that I got for Christmas. There's a walkthrough on my channel. This is the Modern Nirvana Oracle. Sorry, I jogged my camera. Sorry, apologies. Excuse me. Yeah. Let's move that, although that works quite well as well. Nine of Cups and abundance, I like that. King of Pentacles with abundance. Yes, I'm sure this definitely gives me a Willy Wonka vibe. Put in the comment section if this gives you a Willy Wonka vibe. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being crazy. The Three of Wands with assertiveness. Authentic expression and the Hierophant is key. It's a bit of like a key here. The Ace of Swords with awareness. The Sun, boat. The Star, breath. I haven't worked with this oracle yet, so I don't know how it reads either, I have to say. The Fool and compassion. I really like this Fool. Let's do two more. The Emperor with connection. And we'll do the last final one. This is quite thick cardstock, this oracle deck. Wheel of Fortune and Deja Vu. Do these people have their eyes closed? I do believe they do. Sorry, my kitty cat's having another play fight. Okay, I think this has got potential, I have to say. I think the Everyday Witch was the winner, hands down. The Gorgonzola Tarot, the Morgan's Tarot, sorry. Not overly convinced about that, but that might need a bit more work. However, I am most impressed with this tarot deck. I really, really like it. I'm really looking forward to working with it. So sorry for the noise. Those cheeky kitty cats. Yeah, so, you know, what say you? Let me know in the comment section. I don't sound very excited. I know, I can hear it in my voice, but honestly, I'm totally in it to win it. I'm so looking forward to working with this deck. I think it's looking really, really promising. So yeah, looking forward to February. I don't want to wish my life away, but you know, looking forward to February with a chance to work with it. So that's all I've pretty much got for you today. What say you? Let me know what you think about the pairings and the actual deck in the comments if you'd like to. Otherwise, have a lovely morning, afternoon, evening. My kitty cat wishes you the same. Take care, and I hope to see you next time. Toodaloo.